We are here at the conclusion of LambEx 2024 in Adelaide with Chairman Jason Schulz. It has been a fantastic 3 days and Auctions Plus has been so grateful to be a part of it. But can you just take us back to how LambEx 2024 came to be after such a long hiatus?
Yeah, for sure. Look, it has been a successful couple of days and I'm absolutely excited, and the committee's proud as punch that we've been able to pull off such an amazing event with a huge uptake of near on 1,500 delegates with lots of touch points across the industry. How this 2024 event came about, obviously the last LambEx was in 2018, held in Perth, and then sadly because of COVID, the one that was meant to be held in Victoria didn't occur. So there has been a 6-year hiatus. Pretty collaborative mob here in South Australia. We had a successful LambEx, probably some will say the best LambEx in 2014. Wanted to repeat that, and given that 2024 is basically 10 years to the date since the last LambEx here in South Australia, we were keen to have it. So a working group with the support of Livestock SA put in a pitch to obviously host it, and then that's where the job started. My role and my committee's role was through appointment, so there was an application process. Personally, I was keen to lead this group. I've attended many LambExes. I know the power of LambEx and the legacies that they leave. It's underestimated what these sort of events do for the industry, and I think this 2024 one will have a lot of outcomes. And we've come from a bit of a low base late last year. The vibe's good and the industry is looking promising, but we know at the back of this conference there's a bit of work to be done also.
Yep. And we've spoke previously about that power of LambEx and how when you come here you go away with learnings that can totally change your business and your networking and all that kind of thing. Was there anything that really stood out? What were those key messages coming out of to this week's event that you think will stay with a lot of the delegates?
Yeah, for sure. Look, there's some common threads that sort of come out with all the different presentations. So we just got to first of all acknowledge that this program that we put forward for LambEx was specially curated so that it flowed throughout the event, and those that actually were privileged and able to attend the full event got the full capture of woe to go. There's bookends from the start in the research, and then today there'll be the case studies coming from the farmers, and then of course on this Friday we've had that great Lamb Affair panel, which was like a Q&A session with Stan Grant. Look, some of the key things I'm finding that's come out is we need as an industry to have that voice, and part of that is about getting that collaboration. And I still think that our industry is a little bit too fragmented, whether that's to do with breed or the different bodies. We need to actually work towards a more united force. We've also got a lot of internationals here, and particularly our friends from over the ditch from New Zealand. Mm-hmm. They're keen to collaborate and they want to get on this LambEx journey as well, because we're no longer competitors. We're the biggest, I guess, in the world for sheep meat, and we're the leaders. So there's no competition. Our competition is other proteins. So we need to start positioning ourselves to make sure that we're competitive.
Yep.
So collaboration's probably one of them. The other one is this communication up and down. So understanding the consumer, but also we want that feedback as a producer from the processor. And we had a great session around MSA grading and the carcass comp.
Yeah, it was fantastic yesterday. So that does bring us to the competition. That was obviously a big part of the event and a big passion of yours also.
Yes.
You'd have to be pleased with how it went.
Yeah, the carcass comp was fantastic. I mean, it's something I'm passionate about. I've also been involved in beef, and I see the power of carcass comps in beef. This one's probably even more commercial than any beef one's ever been, because beef's always about the individual carcass. Mm-hmm. This was about the teams put forward by the producers. But it was a fantastic outcome, and it's really highlighted that, first of all, investment made into processing plants from producer levies like DEXA, like MEQ Pro, actually work at chain speed, coupled with EID. There is challenges, but it's proof that it actually can work.
Yep.
And the other thing too that it's highlighted is the MSA grading and introducing that to the producer and what that might mean, giving information on how to further improve their flocks.
Yep. Pretty happy merino breeders around too.
There's some happy merino breeders, but I guess I will preface that with oils ain't oils.
Yeah.
Within breeds and within breed, in the carcass comp there was variation, but what it did highlight, the merinos did do well in this comp, and it's because those guys had a balance of traits and didn't focus on just growth performance alone.
Yep. Now, I've also been privileged over the last couple of days to interview some absolutely cracking young people in the industry. That's been a feature here with the Hour of Power, I think it was on the first day, the Trailblazer competition, and then just generally a lot of young people here who are really interested to see what's happening next in the industry. Was that a focus with the plan? Or
Yeah, it definitely was, and we're pleased. There's a couple, I guess, results that I could touch on. There was an aim on getting more younger people or a younger demographic to LambEx. If we're serious about this future and future of our industry, we need young people coming in. We need people to select the sheep industry as a career path. So yes, there was a Schoolies Hour of Power, and that was a free offering, I guess. And the good thing about those students is some of them actually came back the next day and bought a ticket.
Yeah.
So that
They've been here all week.
I think that's a testament to the program.
Yep.
The Neogen, so we had great support from Neogen, supporting 30 farmers to come. But in addition to that, just the registrations alone, with 70% of Regos is first time to LambEx, and when you gaze across the room, the demographics, it's exciting. There is lots of young people here, enthused and excited.
They are sharp. Like, I've interviewed a lot of people over a long time, and I was very pleasantly surprised with not just their knowledge about what they do, but just wider industry issues, their passion, and they're super well informed. So well done for supporting them here and helping with their education.
Thank you, and look, hopefully there's again spin-offs with that. There will be future LambExes. We want obviously those that have been here this time had a good time to return, and that's a challenge for future LambExes, is always go to the next level and the next bar. You know, what's going to be the next challenge for the industry. So it's just about setting that I guess space so that we're prepared and ready to tackle it.
Fantastic. Now, we are filming this just before the announcement of where LambEx will be next time, so we can't reveal that yet, but stay tuned and we will let you know as soon as we can. Thank you again, Jason. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your work and all your committee's work. And we're looking forward to the next LambEx.
Cool, and thank you for Auctions Plus. We've really enjoyed the partnership, and looking forward to next LambEx. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.